Hey folks, what's going on? We are coming to you with a special edition of Automatic Kings. I'm Adrian King,
Aaron Thompson.
and we just want to just come to you straight out with some ideas or some thoughts or even our own 2 cents about what's going on about the Colin Kaepernick situation. If you want to kick it off,
Yeah, let's get into
all
it.
right,
Let's
all
get
right.
into it.
So
Well,
let my man AT tell you.
so basically, Colin Kaepernick has been getting a lot of backlash as of lately for his thoughts, or not his thoughts, excuse me, uh, taking a stand against, or sitting during the national anthem. So, what do you think about that, man? What are your thoughts on that?
I mean, I'm trying not to go all over the place with this.
Hey, just let me know.
But if there's anything that I can basically say about this is that to me personally, he's doing what he feels as if is right.
Right.
He's standing up for what he believes in, and he believes that we should not be living in a country, that is pretty much has oppressed, people of color over the days of history.
Right.
It's nothing new with it. It's nothing that's different. The only thing is that because of today's technology, it's more out in the open.
Yeah.
And it's becoming more blatant now. And people are just trying to just not understand the pain and the stress and the agony that we have to go through whenever we hear that our people are being targeted. I think Colin Kaepernick did an outstanding job by standing tall.
Yes, absolutely.
on his own.
Absolutely.
Like he knows what it's going to cost him, and he's willing to face it. To me, that's called being a warrior.
Yeah.
When you stand up and you fight for what is right, despite whatever is going to happen afterwards. Like that's a warrior. So big ups to him on that. But we can go more into it. I just want to. That's just my take on it.
Yeah.
With him doing that.
This guy is it's in his heart.
Yep.
It's deep down within him, and that's it. Just like pressure to a pipe.
Yep.
It's gonna bust.
Pretty much.
And this is what's come to. This is what's going on now.
Yeah. Yeah.
I believe that it's just after time of just sitting back watching, not being able to really do anything.
Yeah.
This is what has come from it. I mean, it could have been worse.
It could have been much worse. Yeah. Yeah, he could have. He could have acted way out. And the thing is, like, he didn't.
He didn't.
He just, and that's the thing that a lot of people are getting so butthurt about. Is like, well, are we supposed to practice our individual freedom?
Mm-hmm.
Because last time I checked, supposedly, which really isn't true still to this day, that we live in a free country. And if we have that freedom and that right and that choice to make whatever decisions that we want to make lawfully, no one says that it's against the law to sit down during the national anthem. I want someone to be able to point out to me where in the Constitution or where in the Bill of Rights, whatever it is, where it says that it is against the law to sit down during the national anthem.
Well, even in the NFL rule books, it states that no player is forced to do that.
Exactly.
They're encouraged to stand.
They're encouraged to.
But it's not.
So basically, you still have that choice.
You have a choice.
And if he's making this choice, he's obviously been reading and doing his homework.
Yes, he has.
If he decides that he's not going to, sit, if he's deciding that he's not going to stand during the national anthem, hey, whatever, that's his right, that's his freedom, and it's funny when you get people saying, oh well, he must not appreciate those who died to have those freedoms. Well, last time I checked, our people didn't come here free.
Nope, sure didn't.
Some of your people y'all people, I'm talking about the white folks, no offense, ain't trying to sound racist or whatever you guys want to try to throw at us. We just drop knowledge on you. Y'all drop, we be real, y'all drop crap on us. But that's neither here nor there.
Yeah.
But a lot of y'all need to, really understand that, we have been oppressed. We still are oppressed. There's nothing that you can say or do to try to take it back, to try to undermine it, to try to, sweep it under the rug, or try to get defensive, saying no, but that's not what I meant. No, it's in your mindset, and this has been going on. It's been a complete program, a complete system. It's been basically its own little, how can we say it? Its own little plan. There we go. A plan of action to try to exterminate us. The darker people, the brown skins, the Africans, the black folks. And we've been showing that we are here. We are not going anywhere, and we're going to stand for equality and justice. We know we will never be accepted.
Right.
And that's all right. We ain't here for everybody.
Yeah. But I mean, I was doing a little research today on, a few people who had made some remarks on the Colin Kaepernick situation, and it was just, to me, it was disgusting. It was just uncalled for. I mean, come on, man. Aren't we supposed to have freedom, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Freedom of speech.
Freedom of speech.
I mean, nothing that he did was malicious in any kind of way. I don't believe so.
I don't believe so either.
Like I said, it could have been worse, but I feel like as if we as black people, as long as we shut the hell up and we don't say nothing, everything is fine. Smooth sailing. You just know your role and sit in your place. But the minute we voice our opinion,
all hell breaks loose.
All hell breaks loose.
Yep.
I don't get it.
But yeah, any of you, can sit out there and, give your little 2 cents, and, it's all right. You're expressing your freedom of speech. Mm-hmm. You're expressing your right to be able to say whatever it is you want to say. When we feel as if that, we're expressing ourselves and saying whatever it is that we want to say and expressing how we feel about what's been going on, with our people over the years. I mean, don't you think you got to give like some sort of leeway to say, hey, you know what? All right, we understand. We don't understand the pain, but we do understand that they need to be heard. They have a voice. They have an opinion. They have feelings. They need to be valued. You guys don't ever stop to think about that. You guys always want to try to point the finger and do a blame game on someone.
Yeah.
Okay, now let's talk about the 2 dudes at the Olympics. I forgot what sport it was, but those two white dudes, who were standing there, getting their medal at the podium. Mm-hmm. They didn't put their hand over their heart.
No.
Simone Biles.
Yeah.
Didn't put her hand over her heart, and she got a whole lot of backlash. I don't get that. You try to, compare or contrast. No offense, but it seems like anytime that we, as in people of color, are doing something to stand up, or when we fight for what's right, y'all go apeshit.
It's an issue.
It's a major issue.
It's always an issue.
And it's not, it's not, to us, it's not fair. We feel as if that it's not fair. Right. All of what we're going to be able to do is to, speak out on it, make a movement, take a stand, but it's this whole sick cycle that's just happening. It's like anytime we stand up, then, hey, it's a bad thing. We can't say anything. Shut up and do your job. I don't know. But yeah, we live in a place where we all want unity.
That's it, man. That's it. So, if you guys have any questions or comments, please leave them down below.
Yep.
You want to speak about this a little more? Want to continue on with this and just talk to the people? And got any more comments you would like to make? Any remarks? Anything?
Like, I have so much stuff on my mind about it. I just don't want to go forever, because I can go on. He knows that.
Yeah.
I don't want to go on about it. It's just anytime I hear, something about us, it just hurts, because it's like all we're trying to do is get our voices heard.
Yeah.
You know, who cares if it's a football player, an actor, whoever it may be. You know, we we deserve to be able to speak out on that. We feel as if it's the right thing to do. I don't know that for me personally, if it were me, I would have done the same thing. Knowing the backlash that I'll be getting on that. You know what I'm saying? Like knowing what's going to be happening to me, knowing that I can have endorsements taken away, I can never play for my team again. Doesn't matter how good or bad I was doing. Like they want to try to talk about, oh well, let's talk about his performance. Performance has nothing to do with what's on your mind about the people.
Yeah.
And a lot of people are missing that point. And a lot of people are getting upset because of the fact that he is exercising his own freedoms and his own rights to take a stand and to be that voice, next voice.
Right, and on top of that, he's using his platform
exactly
in order for his voice to be heard.
His fan base, and I'm pretty sure by now he's probably lost a lot of fans.
Absolutely.
But you know what? He doesn't care about that. He doesn't care about that. Mm-hmm. He just wants to stand up for what's right.
He probably gained 100 new friends and 1,000 more enemies.
Probably.
But that's all right because he stood for something he believes in.
Yep.
Or he continues to stand for what he believes in.
Yep. And I think it's important for the people to stand with him because he is sending a message.
Definitely.
Not to the NFL but to the nation. And for those who have this patriotic mindset, sometimes you have to just stop and take a step back and not be so wrapped up in, oh, well, this is America. Blah, blah, blah. Mm-hmm. Okay, yes, that's fine. Okay, you have pride in your country. Everybody that lives within their respective countries do. But at the same time, you have those who do not agree with what the government does. And we have that right to not agree with what the government does. We have the right to not like the police for what they do to us who look like us. We have that right to criticize the police for not looking into their own damn investigations and not giving these people paid leave, but actually taking away their badge and their gun and say, you know what, you are on, you are suspended until further notice, no pay. And on top of that, they might have to spend a night or two in jail because you already know they ain't gonna keep them in there forever, and they're gonna have them, around until it's trial time and take them back home.
Yeah.
And even then, who knows if they're gonna let them off the hook?
Yeah.
How many officers that actually got slammed for what they've done to us?
I'm waiting.
If we had a counter to put on the time screen, like we'll wait for like 60 seconds before we get an answer, and we still won't get an answer within those 60 seconds.
And see, what I've learned and what I've witnessed, over time is that if I were to get pulled over by the police, or you were to get pulled over by the police, they would try. And isn't it, proven until guilty, or you're
innocent until proven guilty.
You're innocent until proven guilty.
Yeah.
Okay, so when we go to court, they're trying to prove us guilty.
Right away. Always put another one of us away.
Right away. Officer goes to court. That's if he does go to court.
Yep.
They're trying to prove how innocent he is.
Absolutely. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. So I don't know. For me, it's like I stand with Cap.
I stand with Cap.
Like good on him. And other folks need to chime in on that. Arian Foster gave his support. He said that he didn't fully agree, but he still gives his support. He stands with him. So that's one. Shoot, don't let me get started talking about Cam Newton because he didn't turn himself into an Uncle Tom now. I did once have faith in you, Cam, but you sold yourself out. You sold yourself out, man. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know. Ain't nobody jumping down his throat, though, huh?
Yeah.
Ain't nobody jumping down his throat. And people need to. Because how you going to just denounce your blackness like that, talking about, I don't want to see racism. None of us want to see racism, you idiot. None of us want to. So you guys basically need to make sure that, hey, if that's the case, you need to pick and choose what your battle is going to be. You need to understand that these choices that these athletes are making is not for any personal attention. Now, some a little bit showboaty and whatnot, but he's not actually being a showboat about it. He knew, he already had his mind made up that whoever comes up to interview him, he's gonna have an answer immediately because he already knows that they're gonna ask him, and he was ready, and he was able to fire back at every single question that was shot at him. You know, he handled himself very well.
Yes, he did.
You know, and he let the people know what he was standing for. And it's kind of sad that it's pretty much almost everyone who ain't black that are opposing, you know, his ideas. And maybe a few, you know, with the whitewashed, you know, black folks as well. I don't know. But most of us, you know, we stand with him.
Yeah,
I stand with him.
100%.
You know,
I agree with everything that he did. Everything.
You know, I mean, to me, it's a lot better than those who try to block freeways. You know, now to me, that's stupid.
Yeah.
You know, like, don't be blocking on freeways when people got things to do and go to work. To me, that we can talk about. That was stupid. That was the wrong way of trying to protest. But with what Colin Kaepernick did, he had every right and every freedom to express that.
I'll say the freeway stuff was a little dangerous. I'll say that
because people could be getting ran over.
It's a headache.
It was useless. It was senseless.
Yeah.
It was just like, you guys kind of thought about yourselves in that moment.
People could have been in an emergency,
and still wonder why we have ourselves a bad name on top of that.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah. Well, we still want to know what you guys think. We're gonna probably have a follow-up show this Friday, and we can probably talk more about it then. And we'll clue you in on certain things that are happening. Just be on the lookout. There might be an announcement. I don't know. We're still looking to see whatever community functions that are going on within your neck of the woods somewhere. So just kind of work with us. We're new at this. Be patient.
Yes.
And if you guys have any help that you want to offer up, we'll take it as well. We have no problem in taking whatever help to get this thing rolling. And promote. Get us out there. We need people to pay attention to who we are. Because this is important. It's important to be able to reach out to you folks who can relate to certain things that we are expressing out to you. So please keep us in mind.
Thank you guys for tuning in.
Yes, we're going to sign out for now.
All right. Where there's peace,
there's always a blessing. Peace.